One might wonder, would corporate personhood have come to the City Council agenda without the occupation? Without the occupations all over the country, would corporate personhood be on the lips of every American? One might wonder, but I don't. I know it wouldn't have. I know we occupy and we make a difference.
I'm very happy to say that we were able to get the resolution passed through the Portland City Council, and I'd like to thank the City Councilors when I have an opportunity to do that for pushing this forward and just joining all the other cities around Maine, well, all of the cities around the country that are passing these types of resolutions. We hope we'll pass a constitutional amendment someday soon. That's what my hope is.
On now? So I want to thank Mayor Brennan for not only being awesome in so many ways, but for actually getting up and talking about why this is important because of all the times he's had to raise money as a candidate. And that was just beautiful.
Well, thank you. And I feel strongly about the resolution. I'm glad it's passed. I appreciate all the public comment and participation that people had. And I think Maine is uniquely situated because of the fact that we have been a leader in clean elections to comment on this issue.
Excellent. And do you think that Citizens United would have, and corporate personhood would have the impact that it's having with all these city councils around the country if it weren't for the Occupy movement?
I think it's been very helpful to have the Occupy movement bring these issues forward and have this discussion. I also think that it has been timely in the sense that we've had these Republican presidential primaries, and people are starting to see the really detrimental impact and the far-reaching effect that these super PACs are having on the political process.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Take care.
Yay! Yay! I'm here with Councillor Anton, who not only voted in support of the resolution to end corporate personhood, but also was a co-sponsor. And I'd like to ask, what was your thought process as you decided whether to sponsor or co-sponsor and vote for this resolution?
It was a pretty straightforward thought process, much like much of the testimony tonight. I start from the premise that it's ludicrous. Just on its face, it's ludicrous that a corporation and a person are the same thing. And then as I follow public affairs and get educated by people, the implications of the court decision in terms of our political process are dispiriting and contrary to what I believe in terms of our country. So you put those two things together, and it's very easy to co-sponsor the resolution. It was great to hear people speak from the heart about what this means to them, and it was a very good evening.
Excellent. And do you think, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Mayor Brennan, do you think that corporate personhood would be as much a public term as it is today without the Occupy movement around the country?
I don't know the answer to that. It certainly hasn't hurt.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yay! Yay! Jumping the gun again. So I'm here with Councillor Marshall, and I'd like to ask you, how does it feel to be a folk hero?
I'm really excited that we were able to pass this resolution tonight. It's really awesome. 30 people speaking in favor of it, only one speaking against it. A 6-3 vote. It feels really good. I'm really happy that people responded so positively and came out in such strong numbers. So.
I mean, and it's 6-2 because you don't know for sure how Cecilbeck would have voted.
Oh yeah, 6-2. Ed was going to vote against it. He always votes against resolutions concerning federal matters, but I'm really psyched. It's a good feeling, and not every time I walk out of the council chambers I have a good feeling. So it's really great.
And I was being a little facetious before, but it is true. It is important, especially in times like this, to stand up and take a stand and speak from the heart when you know you need to. And I just wanted to also to interview. And I'm horrible with names, but
Whitley.
So when you spoke today, you were sort of speaking about how you were nervous to get up there, and would you speak about how it feels to get up and speak to your public governing body?
Yeah, I'm a strong believer that it's our responsibility as citizens and residents of our communities to stand and show our voice to our local leaders, and the same way it's the responsibility of our local leaders to take their stand to people who may be seemingly above them. So I was very happy to nervously stand in front of the council chambers tonight to do what I feel is a citizen responsibility of sharing my opinion and fighting for what I believe in. So, and I'm happy that Dave was able to sponsor a resolution in order to do just that.
Excellent. Yay. And just one more question, and I asked both the mayor and Councilor Anton, do you feel that corporate personhood would be getting the attention that it's getting today without the Occupy movement?
No. The Occupy movement has really brought these issues involving the disparity of wealth in our nation to the forefront. And, I can say that when you see people, protesting around the world, and you see people in, cities and towns across the country protesting and talking about the disparity of wealth, it makes people, focus on those issues. And, that's part of doing these resolutions as well. It's in Los Angeles, California, the first major U.S. city to pass this resolution, and they did so unanimously. It was the Occupy movement that was really kind of forcing behind it. And this is an issue that's been on my radar for a long time. It's an issue that has been discussed within the Green Independent Party for decades. And timing is everything, and in politics that's true as well. And when I saw the Occupy movement occurring, and then I saw other cities, taking up this resolution, I had a good feeling that it was time to bring this forward. Occupy built the context and the groundswell of support for people to step up and start this process. And now that you have all these resolutions going on, there's a lot of media being produced around this, talking about corporate personhood and the challenges with our democracy and the unfair influence that corporations have over our democracy. And so I'm really excited to be part of the process, and look forward to amending our Constitution.
All right. Thank you both for the integrity that you showed in your different positions tonight, and I'd like to invite you both to join us on Tuesday morning for coffee and tea and whatever else. We're hoping to have some muffins there before we go to court and say, And this has been the People's Mic, live from City Hall. Not live when you see it, but live now. We're all live. It's been the People's Mic from City Hall. Whose City Council chambers? Our City Council chambers. Whose government? Our government. We're taking it back. Join us.